You asked for it, and I got it for you. The Destiny Hero Shining NEOS Wingman Decklist. Let's go right into the video, yo. No games, no plays. All right, boys. So let's break down this decklist really quickly. The replays video is going crazy. I love that. I love that. It got to 30 likes really quickly. Maybe I should start asking for 50 likes. Should we start asking for 50 likes? Is the channel that big already? I don't know. Is the channel that big already? Talk to me, boys. Is the channel that big already? Remember, like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of April. That's the deadline, okay? We're going to get to 500 by then, okay? All right, so let's jump straight into the deck list. Destiny Hero plus Shining NEOS Wingman. Well, I just call it the Destiny Hero deck, but it is basically your pure hero deck, you know, your standard hero deck, but I added in some little, you know, a little jazz, a little J-pizziness, you get me? So that is Shining NEOS Wingman. He can literally go for game once you pull off the full combo that I've been able to pull off with this deck. And a lot of people are going to ask me, how do I get into him? Well, we get into him with Grand Merge, okay? Grand Merge. Once he destroys a monster your opponent controls, he can tribute himself and special summon any elemental hero from your deck, right? From your extra deck. And this is how we get into elemental hero Shining NEOS Wingman. And Shining NEOS Wingman, its effect is not negated. The only problem is that it has to go directly and hit your opponent direct, right? It can't attack monsters with lower levels than it. But that's not going to be a problem because the amount of monsters we're going to have on field, Shining NEOS Wingman is probably going to pop 4 cards anyway. So it really doesn't matter, right? So that's how we get into him, and how we get into a merger is that we run 1 Aviana and we run 1 Burstrinatrax. Is that how you pronounce her name? Burstrinatrax? I'm not sure. The Fire Lady, okay? So Fire Lady and Wind Boy, that's how we get into him. And we go into Sunrise. Look at how that works. Sunrise searches this miracle. You know, if you have Wonder Driver on field, you can set your poly back. But, you know, Miracle is how you're going to go into your Grand. And a lot of the times when I set my poly back, I use it to go into Destroy a Phoenix Enforcer. Because off of my Shadow Mist, 100% of the times, I'm either searching Honest Neos or I'm searching one of my Destiny Heroes. Which, the two of them together, a polymerization gets you into DPE, right? So the point of this game is to get into DPE so you could pop something on the field, and also get into Shining NEOS Wingman so you could pop the entire field, right? So that's 5 possible pops. You get DPE pop, you get Sunrise pop, and you get Shining NEOS Wingman with 3 possible pops. Because guess what? Sunrise is light, DPE is dark, and then Shining NEOS is light. And if you have, I think if you have one of your water ones, if you have absolute 0 on field, that's 3 pops, right? Or if your opponent has a monster that's face up, that's a different type from yours, which a lot of people are playing Spright, so sometimes they have Carrot on field, right? You could just go ahead and pop their entire field. So that's basically how you get into Shining NEOS Wingman. That's the line. We get into Avion. Well, we're not calling him Avion this video, okay? I'm calling him Birdman. We're calling him Windman, and we're calling her Fire Girl, right? So usually we get into them with internal drivers. So any 2 hero monsters, we go into internal drivers, select Flame Wingman, and then Flame Wingman is going to be able to, well, the selection of Flame Wingman is going to be able to grab us the 2 of them, right? So a lot of the times I use it as card advantage, because either they're in the graveyard or in your hand, because at the end of the day we still have Miracle to be able to banish them from the graveyard and still go into Grand Merge, right? So either way, once you can get Grand Merge on field, you usually can win the duel, right? So we're going to hop into some replays. Let me just tell you guys the interruptions in the deck really quickly. We have 2 Maxis, 2 Ash Blossoms. We have 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Raigeki. This comes up so much. Raigeki popping their entire field. Harpy's Feather Duster popping their back row. We have 3 Forbidden Droplet as a part of our Board Breaker package. So our Board Breakers will be 2 Raigeki, 1 Feather Duster, 3 Droplets, so that's 6 cards. And then we have 7 interruptions. So 2 Maxis, 2 Ash, 2 Call By, 1 Crossout Designator, right? Those ratios work for me. The only card that's not searchable in our deck is Fusion Destiny, unfortunately. But a Hero Lives, it gets us to the same place. Emergency Call, it gets us to the exact same place. And Poly, you draw into it, right? Reinforcements of the army, exact same thing. It gets us where we need to go. So it's just an extender. Honest Neos, in case Grand Mole doesn't have enough attack points, Honest Neos can give him 2,500 and then he can pop your monster. That came up against, I think it was a Punk duelist where he attacked into a Dare Note and then he had 0 attack and 0 defense. But I gave him 25, it popped over the Dare Note and we were able to special summon Shining Neos Wingman, right? We run 2 Malicious. This is just the standard hero stuff. 3 Farius, 1 Liquid Soldier, 1 Shadow Mist. A lot of people run 2 Vions. I rather opt for 2 Increase, 2 Stratos, 1 Denier. So here's the changes that I would make if you can afford it. I would go with 2 Vions, right, instead of just 1, but I don't want to craft another Vion because we're saving my UR codes, right? I ain't trying to give that up too much, right? So that's basically the deck list. We're gonna go into the extra deck now. So we have 1 Dark Lord for Mass Change, 1 Blast for Mass Change, Stratos and Mist and or Vion is our targets for those 2. 1 Dangerous if we draw into Fusion Destiny and we have no other plays in our hand to be able to go into Grand Mole, because unfortunately Fusion Destiny you can only summon dark monsters. So if you activate Fusion Destiny before you can go into Grand Mole, you can't special summon Shining Neos Wingman, and if you activate Fusion Destiny you can't go into Shining Neos Wingman anyway, right? So we went over Grand Mole already. Sunrise, we have Absolute Zero, your basic hero stuff, Acid, Dystopia in my opinion is just the better Destiny hero. In case DPE gets banished, I'd rather just go into Dystopia to be able to pop a monster on the field, right? Shining Neos Wingman, obviously, Wonder Driver, we have Cross Crusader to bring back our malicious, tribute it, you know, the regular hero stuff, and an Internal Driver and Dread Decimator. So let's go ahead, jump straight into the replays, right? And be right back. All right, boys, so this is the first replay. He's playing he's playing an edited version of Phantom Knight, and he's just gonna go full combo, set up Griffin Rider, set up his adventure stuff, set him his Phantom Knight stuff. There's really nothing I can do. I have no interruptions in my hand. But here's what I'm going to show you guys about card advantage, right? So I spoke about that in the recap of how we climbed to platinum with the Shining Neos deck, and I spoke about, you know, how many pluses and how many minuses do you have in hand. So if you count my hand right now, we have a normal summon into nothing, we have increase into nothing, increase, and Liquid Soldier does nothing for us. We have Raigeki, Mass Change, and Fusion Destiny. So Mass Change can get us to pop his entire back row, because we can do Liquid Soldier, pop his back row, and then we drew into a Hero Lives. So here's how many cards we can activate here. We have Raigeki to pop his entire field, right? I think that's the safest play. You're obviously not going to do that because Griffin Rider is on board. And then we have Mass Change into Liquid Soldier to pop his entire back row. We have a Hero Lives, which is our clear, activate, and allow go through. Or he negates it, and Fusion Destiny, he negates it. Other than that, we still have Mass Change and we still have Liquid Soldier. So once we get rid of his entire field, he only has 1 card in his hand. How much can he possibly do, right? So here's how we play this. We went into a Hero Lives. We go ahead, special summon Stratos. I'm looking to get this negate off board. So he's going to activate Fog Blade, but we have the Mass Change to switch out Stratos. I told you guys before that that's the reason why Stratos, Mass Change is there with Stratos, why Blast is in the deck, so we can swap out Blast, right? He's going to pop Stratos, cool, because then we're still able to pull off the search. So we just got another +1 in our hand. So we're going to go Frias, discard, increase, right? And then he's going to activate Griffin Rider. Now that he's activated Griffin Rider, we know he has 0 negates to stop the Raigeki. And we still have Fusion Destiny, which is full combo. So right here, we pop the Raigeki. He's going to activate DPE. We ain't tripping. We're going to activate Liquid Soldier to try to grab Stratos to pop his 2 traps. It doesn't work out because the other trap is a negate as well. I think he read that Stratos would pop his traps. And now we just have full plays, right? Fusion Destiny, send Deniers, send Malicious. We went straight into DPE, and then Militia is going to activate, banish, special summon, and then we're going to send Liquid Soldier, Malicious. We're going to go into Cross Crusader, target Malicious, bring Malicious back, Crusader activate, tribute Malicious. add Honest Neos to our hand because we want to go for game. Right now we have DPE on field, which is 25 plus 25, that's 5,000. So we just need to find 1,000 more damage. So we go into Dread Decimator with the Denier coming back, and then Malicious allows us to come special summon another Malicious from our deck, just in case he pulls a shenanigan like this, right? So he's able to special summon his Phantom Knight back, but I know I have game with just these 2 cards. So we're going to be able to pop Malicious, pop his Phantom Knight, and then we're going to use Honest Neos, target Dread Decimator, and just go for game, right? So that was an example of, you know, card counting, how to make sure that I use my cards at the right times. The cards that I wanted to get negated could have gotten negated, and we probably still could have came away with the win. But as an opponent, like, you really have to judge on what's the important card here to negate. Like, was my Hero Lives going to stop me? Because then I could have just Raigeki'd the field, and we could have still gone into Liquid Soldier, then try to go into Blast, which pops their back row. Who knows, right? But he's never going to find out because he lost, right? So on to the next duel. All right, boys, so we're here with the other game. We're up against Spright this time. Ain't nothing like beating the meta, yo. So he's going to maxi normal, special red. I think that was red, right? Yeah, he's going to special red, and that's going to come up later, actually, that he banished red. Special blue into jet into starter, I believe. Yeah, jet into starter into red again, and then elf bring back red to then do gigantic and red into IP Masquerena, right? So back to my card count. So we have Ferris and we have Malicious. This is full combo. So what we're going to try to do is bait out as much as possible just to have Ferris and Malicious in our hand. So we're going to go ahead, activate Rhoda, go ahead, search Stratos. We're going to activate Call by the Grave. He's going to send his elf, which was a shocker, but we're going to Call by the Grave his red just to negate it, right? And it's negated next turn as well. So Stratos still goes through, and whatever is in his hand and whatever is set in the field is his only interruptions now, and Masquerena, right? So we're going to go ahead and Ferris the Malicious. He's going to max C. Again, guys, if you're a hero, play through max C, because that ain't stopping we, right? Wow, that was good. Anyway, so Ferris is going to special summon. We're going to be able to set Increase. Increase is going to banish Ferris. He's going to get to draw again. We're going to try to bring out Vion. He's going to Ash that, which is cool. We still have plays because we have Poly. So I'm like, okay, we can go into Shining NEOS Wingman. So I'm like, let's go into Internal Devicer. So that's what we went into. We went into Devicer. We go search, select Flame Wingman, try to search a Wind Boy and Flame Girl. But it gets impermed, which is fine. Here's why: we still have Fusion Destiny in our hand. So we're going to activate Malicious, special summon to the field. Malicious and our Liquid Soldier is going to poly away to go into Sunrise, and then Sunrise is going to search us Miracle, which means that we can go into Absolute Zero. So even on our next turn, he has to deal with the Absolute Zero if we don't finish him this turn, just in case he has Nibiru. So we drew into Ferris, we drew into Raigeki, we discard the Ferris. Either way, we have Raigeki to just blow up his field, right? So we're going to go ahead, Miracle Fusion into Absolute Zero. This was not enough for me. So we Fusion Destiny into DPE, and this is before I started playing. So if with the current deck, the old deck, I was playing Neos just to have him as a DPE extender just in case. But honestly, you could have just sent Honest Neos in this situation, same results, right? So DPE, I mean Sunrise pop is red, we're gonna pop it, attack him, and then Sunrise go for 31, Absolute Zero for 31, and that's game. So that's how we beat Spright. So on to the next replay. Hope you guys are enjoying the replay so far. Let's make it another one. Alright, boys, so this one is going to be a little bit more complicated because I got greedy. We're going up against Spright. He's going to blue into red, gigantic, and he's this is Tri-Birgade Spright. So he sets up a full board and we have to break it. I'm just going to speed it up so you guys can see, and then we go into who can top deck the out or the card that's needed to start our combos. So he's going to go into Elf bring back, and then Curious is going to banish to special summon another interruption in Ancient Warrior Oath. So here, he has full field. We drew into Raigeki, so I have to, just Raigeki off rip. He's going to carrot negate, but we have Droplet for that, right? So we're going to go ahead and Droplet, send Increase, send Raigeki. In my head, I was thinking, damn, you know what I could do? I can Liquid Soldier, hit one of his monsters, and then bring back increase, tribute increase, go into Vion. I was thinking I could do that, but, you know, I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to Raigeki his field, normal summon Liquid Soldier. The set card he had was Infinite Impermanence. So Liquid Soldier gets negated, so we're just going to attack him for 1400, right? And pass turn. And this is literally what this duel becomes. It's just a grind game. Who can draw into the first normal summon? You know, that's what it became. He just set a card on the field. I attacked into it. There's really nothing going on. We're going to be able to activate Max C, but he doesn't draw into anything to start his combos. He's just going to pass, so he has set Jet. We just attacked into it. But here we go. So I drew into Denier, so I'm like, okay, we have a way to destroy him. He has 5600. Let's do it. So we cross Crusader. I got very greedy here. Very greedy here, because Decimator, if I had gone into Decimator and increased him with Honest Neos, that would have been game. I could have ended this duel 4 turns early, but I got extremely greedy and I just didn't. So he's going to be able to Ash my Cross Crusader. So I'm just going to have to hit him for 16 and then pass turn. I'm holding the Honest Neos because I don't want to have the problem come up of where I'm going to attack him and I just don't have that little bit of juice to be able to hit him over, right? So we're going to be able to draw into Avion. We're going to normal Avion. And then I'm going to try to go into Decimator this time. We're not searching anything. Decimator has 3,000 attack points now. We're going to be able to pump him up. But he has the Call by the Grave. Can you believe that shit, yo? This is crazy. This guy drew all the outs to just extend this duel as long as possible. So we're just going to only be able to hit him for 3,000. We just need 1,000 more points of damage, which means that his starter is now dead because he can't activate starter. There's no starters in his deck that can allow that to happen. And Decimator can literally attack into his monster and he'll still do the piercing damage. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go for the attack, and we hit him for 1,200. So that's how we were able to beat Tri-Birgade Spright. Here's the deck list again, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I'll think about dropping a combo guide. The only combo in here that's like different is the Grand Mole combo. I know I posted that picture with the combos, with the combo that I was able to pull off with 3 cards. It was a 3-card combo. Was it? Yeah, it was a 3-card combo. Technically, I drew into Mass Change off of my bubble being used for the fusion. So I don't know if that's, does that count? Because then I just special summon Malicious back and that's how we got Dark Law on the field, right? So that's the only part of the 3-card combo that's like iffy, right? So that's like a, you know, it depends on if you draw into Mass Change. If you draw into Mass Change, you can pull off a full field of just heroes to just go for game, right? So I'll think about dropping the Connola video, but till then, you know, stay blessed, stay prosperous, stay highly favored. It's been your boy Jake Pizzy. Take care. I'm out. Peace.